to Handmade. I'm Dennis.
I'm Andrew.
We're the Crafty Lumberjacks. Summer is in full swing, and today we're making paper palm leaves.
This is a great craft to bring those summer vibes indoors, and the great part is you probably already have a lot of those craft materials at home. Let's get started. You've probably seen paper palm leaves trending. They're pretty much everywhere right now, but the great thing is they are super easy to do.
Yes, you only need a few materials, and you can go as small as a little tiny little baby palm leaf, all the way to like a huge, massive palm leaf to cover your entire home. And we're gonna start, it's all about that fold, and we're gonna teach you those folds.
Yep.
And we're gonna be using a brown roll of paper.
Love it. So easy.
Whoops, this is horrible.
All right, for our first leaf, we need to start out with almost like a D shape. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're just using brown paper. Of course, you can use any type of paper you have at home. The larger paper, the larger your leaf will be. So it's almost like a D. Your sides can be straight, and then you wanna cut out basically a half circle. And let's see, don't worry about it being too symmetrical, but I'm gonna fold it just so I can see what I'm working with.
What I love about this project is I feel like a lot of people like to get crafty for the summer, but they don't want to do too much work. You know, it's that kind of nostalgic summer camp kind of thing.
Yeah, they want big outcome with like easy work. So, and now we're just going to do an accordion fold. It's as simple as making a fan. You probably remember that from your summer camp days or your elementary school days. We're just gonna fold back and forth, back and forth. What I'm going to be using for this is a boning tool. Now, a boning tool originally was made out of bone, and it's to help you get really nice, crisp lines when you fold. If you don't have a boning tool, you could easily use a credit card, a gift card, anything with just a
ruler.
sharp. Yes, oh, totally. You just want to have the crispest lines possible. All right, and now I'm just gonna start folding. I'm just gonna start on one side, and the smaller the folds you make, the more intricate it's going to look. The wider the folds you make, the more simple the leaf is gonna look. So it's totally up to you on how you decide to fold.
Yeah, you have total creative control here. Again, making these as large as you want or as small as you want. I think they'd be really fun as like a cocktail stirrer or, for your drinks by the pool. But I love that these are gonna be kind of larger scale for our home.
Now for an accordion fold, you just wanna go back and forth. So as I'm folding, I'm just flipping the paper to make it easier, folding it back and forth.
And Andrew already mentioned this, but you can use any paper for this. We're using the brown paper because we're actually gonna add some spray paint. We're gonna add our own color, but you can get colored paper, you can get cardstock, even a oak tag, anything that you want, really.
Absolutely. Or you could keep it, this brown color would look really nice and muted.
Yes, and get the cats involved, get the kids involved. It's summer. Let's take some time off, relax, get crafty, and just have a good old time.
All right, Teddy. All right. And here it is. I mean, that looks really nice as it is, but we're gonna add some detail just to make it look more palm leafy. And now we're gonna add a little spiky detail by cutting out little spikes, just so it looks like a true palm leaf. And the way we're gonna think of this is all the folds that are the closest to you, you wanna think of the actual leaf, and all the folds that are behind, you wanna think of the parts you wanna cut out. It's a little confusing, but once you see it, I think you'll understand it a little more. Think of just cutting almost like a little V.
Yeah, I think you see it, you get it. And this too, you have total creative control here. You can either go all the way down to the bottom of the leaf there, or like Andrew's doing, just do a little suggestive leaf topper, but make it your own.
Absolutely. And the more you do it, kind of the more you see the outcome, and you kind of get what you want for that look to be. I like a shorter little point than a longer point personally, but you do you.
Yeah, these are super in right now, and a lot of people are doing that muted kind of boho, kind of earthy vibe. We're gonna go for a little brighter, more colorful vibe, but again, you do you. Whatever matches your aesthetic or your home decor, keep it in that same wheelhouse, We wanted to go a little colorful with these though.
Yeah, and I think like seasonally, it's always fun to add just pops of color you wouldn't usually have in your home all the time. So adding those really bright colors, even if that's not really your aesthetic, just do it for the summer. Why not? Bring some of that vibrance in just for a few months. we have it. I mean, just a few cuts, and look how cute that is. Now, if you're not happy with the way it's looking, just go back in and trim it now that you can see the whole thing. But I think I'm pretty happy with it. What do you think?
Looks great.
Awesome.
All right, for our second leaf here, we're actually starting with the same shape, but we're doing a little different fold. We're gonna fold, rather than going across, we're gonna fold from the bottom going up. But it's that same, you see the same like round D shape. And we're just gonna start folding.
We were going for a walk a couple days ago, and now our corner flower shops have these tropical leaves that you can buy, but for each leaf, it's about $15. So I feel like this is so affordable, and this will last so much longer.
And for this, each leaf is about 15 cents.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And you know, Andrew and I, we love a good upcycle, and for me, this is about making something out of nothing, and those are the type of projects that I really, really like. All right, now that we have it all folded, we're actually going to turn it around and fold the center in. I love this. So cute. You really see it coming together. And then actually, we're gonna use a glue stick here to just glue our edges together. And of course, you can use whatever glue you have. If you have craft glue, hot glue gun, whatever you have, make it easy for yourself. And just fold it in to meet the center at the top there.
Looks great.
So cute. And for our last leaf, we're going to be starting with a triangle cutout and doing the same accordion fold, starting from the bottom going up.
These leaves are all great too because they have a slightly different outcome every time, but they're all the folds and all the shapes are pretty much the same. So you can really have a lot of fun creating your own as you go, and it's just such a simple
Process.
Yeah, it's such a simple process.
Looks pretty good. And same thing like we did with the other one, we're actually gonna turn it around and glue these pieces together so that the tip here is the bottom and the outside is the top. So cool. All right, our leaves look super great so far.
Yes, and now we're just going to attach them to these sticks. We found these bamboo sticks at the craft store, but you could use dowels or even skewers depending on the size of the leaves. Just keep it simple and use what you have at home. To add our bamboo sticks to our palm leaves, we're just gonna use a hot glue gun. Now the ones that we folded over, we're actually gonna give them a little snip so the bamboo can stick right in the center.
They look so good. You can keep them like this if you want, but like we said, we're gonna add that spray paint for just a little more color.
Yes, now you could use acrylic paint for this, but because the paper we're using is a little more on the delicate side, we're gonna use spray paint just so it doesn't wilt the paper.
Oh my gosh, they look so good. I can't believe it started out as brown paper.
Yes, now a great tip is when you're adding them to your vase, use a little bit of tissue paper or sand just so you can prop them up the way you want them, because ultimately it is a sculpture.
Yes, we want to hear from you in a comment below about your summer style. Do you like bold and bright or natural and neutral? Let us know, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and have a great summer. Bye-bye. Clip of me being fanned by the pool, being fed grapes.
All right, calm down.